he loved his son.
And do you love your son, Daunte, a lot as well?
A lot. I love Daunte. He was loved.
Do you miss him?
I miss him a lot, every day.
Very touching as we continue BNC special coverage, Justice for Daunte Wright. That's Daunte Wright's father, Aubry, on the stand, the state's last witness in the case against Kim Potter. Aubry told jurors how close he was with his son and how happy Daunte was to be a father. Potter is the former police officer charged in the shooting death of the 20-year-old. And we're looking live now from inside the Hennepin County Courthouse in Minneapolis. The prosecution is resting its case, and when the defense presents its case, it will undoubtedly bring on Kim Potter, or it should say at least she is expected to take the stand. And of course, when that happens, we will bring it to you live here on DC Today or throughout our programming on BNC. Now, BNC Chief Legal Analyst Laura McNeal joins us now to talk us through the latest on Kim Potter's trial. And Laura, good morning to you. Yesterday, the prosecution put their key witness on the stand, Professor Seth Stoufton. Let's take a listen to his testimony on excessive force.
The use of deadly force was not appropriate, and the evidence suggests that a reasonable officer in Officer Potter's position could not have believed that it was proportional to the threat at the time.
Now, got to ask you a question. Did the defense do a good job of trying to discredit Stoufton's testimony on the use of force, or did the prosecution get its case back on track through his testimony?
Kelly, finally, the prosecution got their case back on track and went back to what's at the heart of this case, which is whether or not Kim Potter's actions were justified. And the most important thing their key witness said, and that was that use of force expert we just saw, is that using a taser on someone operating a car is never appropriate. It goes against the standard practices used by police. And the reason that statement is so crucial for the jury is what it says to the jury is even if the taser was used intentionally as Kim Potter wanted to, that still would have been inappropriate in this circumstance. And so the use of force expert said a taser on someone operating a car could increase the danger by incapacitating them to the point where they slam on their gas and maybe hit an innocent bystander, which is exactly what happened here. And so the fact that either using a taser or firearm based on the prosecution's expert was not appropriate is what the jury needs to hear, because it tells them that her behavior, meaning Kim Potter, was reckless and negligent.
So Laura, this goes to the core of what you and I have discussed here before, and that is that officers are trained to make split-second decisions. The prosecution has pointed out in its opening statements is that they wanted to make sure they could listen to those split-second decisions. And apparently to the prosecution, that did not happen. But here's another point that's going on right now. The defense is about to start its case. What should we be listening for in that particular aspect?
So what we should expect from the defense as they start their case momentarily is to establish that Kim Potter was following protocol, that she was a good officer. She'd never fired her firearm in the 26 years she'd been there prior to that day. So they've got to paint her as reasonable, as even keel, not a hothead, and that she simply made a mistake. She was not negligent, no prior misconduct record. So they really have to hone in on her character, on her record as a police officer, and on the reasonableness of her actions that day.
And again, it would be equivalent, of course, to a deadly mistake, as we all witnessed the video of that. So what is the impact of Daunte Wright's father taking the stand? Because like the girlfriend of Daunte Wright, it was emotional, it was heartbreaking, and it brought to the jurors the true sense of the loss of Daunte Wright, the impact that it has.
Yes, this was also very important for the jury to see this struggling father who could barely look at the picture of him and his now dead son, Daunte. And so it's important because they need to understand, yes, this was a mistake, but look at the consequences, the harm, the devastation it's caused to this grieving father. Because you don't want the jury to say, oh, yeah, it was a mistake, things happen. This humanized the devastation of that mistake and the long-lasting impact of that mistake. And so it's important to have his father up there so the jury knows firsthand what this loss meant to their family.
So, Laura, we're going to wrap up with this, but the mistake notwithstanding and everything that's going on, it will be very important and instructive to see what happens as we watch the defense present its case to see what Kim Potter, if she takes the stand or not. Laura, thank you for so much. Laura McNeal, BNC's chief legal correspondent and analyst.